good because I do a lot of driving.
Really?
So, yeah, we look like farmers, like cows in, platforms
Which truck company?
So my boss in town, so he has a rental. But yeah, generally I'll drive my own and just claim the miles. So that'll be.
Sucks, though.
Yeah, that's scary. Kind of have my setup like in my car with my, like I have to pair my phone with my car every time, and I have to worry about, um, do I have the right cable? Like usually the big thick was a USB-C, whatever, like fits. Now that all the new cars come with a little tiny one, I'm like, dang it, that's at someplace else. So it works out fine. But yeah, it was cool. Got to see 3,000 head dairy today, so you could smell it well before you could see it. That's for sure. But
Always smelled all the time.
oh, okay, yeah. So you got it.
When it gets humid.
Warm. Oh, humid, rainy. Okay.
I threw it when he dropped it. I didn't think he was going to drop it. Almost hit him in his noggin.
And good evening, Jackrabbits fans. This is Mike back on the mic for our Tuesday evening Arapahoe League game. Mason in for the first pitch of the game. That'll be a ball outside. And the next pitch is on its way. And there's a shot down the third base line, but foul. And Mason with a 1-1 count now, waiting for the pitch. The ball bounces in. Ball high, or ball ended up being high because it bounced. We got timeout called. Next pitch is low and away, ball 3. With a 3-1 count now, Mason can sit on the only pitch that he wants to swing at and let everything else go past. Let's see what that is. There's a nice shot. Excellent execution by 27 to get the strike there on the 3-1 count. That's a 3-2 count. And Mason down a little lower in the crouch. He's going to take ball 4 as it bounced across the plate there. So Jorge will step in now with Mason on first base.
Be smart out there.
Mason with a decent lead off first. He's going to go, and then Jorge's going to pop that ball up, and it's going to be, Mason's going to be safe at second. The ball that drops in, so not sure if somebody missed a sign there. Usually you don't run and swing. So Mason didn't, Coach sharing, that did not have a steal sign. Thankfully the ball dropped in, so Teddy will step up. And it looks like Gianni in the on-deck circle. And Teddy pops that ball straight up to the first baseman. And infield fly. Teddy was out anyway. So Teddy with a drop in his back shoulder, getting no power on it whatsoever, providing no offense for his team. Gianni steps in now. And there's one down, runner at first and second, and Gianni's in. And Gianni will take that pitch low and away. And the next pitch gets away. Everybody's going to move up one base. Mason into second. Mason to third, Jorge into second. And that will give the Jackrabbits 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 down. And Jorge with a shot to the shortstop. He's going to pick it up and he's going to throw it to first. And he pulls him off the bag. He's in safely. That'll put everybody, move everybody up safely. And runners in the corners now for Ricardo. It's 27 back on the mound, going from the stretch with 1 down, runners at first and second. Ricardo showing bunt, and then we just had a trick play there where they just throw back to the pitcher, hoping to draw the runner from third. Did not happen. So instead we'll have runners at second with Ricardo with a 1-strike count. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2. So Ricardo getting lots of advice here from folks in the on the field and off the field about going away with that outside pitch. He's going to take strike 3. Oh, strike 2. I guess that first pitch was 1 ball, 2 strikes. I apologize. So Ricardo has another chance here. Swing and a miss, and pitch was outside. So 27 living outside there on Ricardo and got the 3 strikes he needed. 2 down, Isai is up. See if hot hitting Isai is still got it from his time in Kansas. And the first pitch. Yeah, it's the same pitch. 27's found his spot, and he's going to keep hitting it until Jackrabbits put a ball in play. And that ball bounces in the dirt for ball one. So one across the plate now. Gianni and Jorge on. Isai up. And 2 down for the Jackrabbits here in the top of the first. As the visitors, we bat first. And we started right at the 5:30 hour. And there's the throw over to third. And he's in safely. Ball kicks away. And Gianni will get to third. He's going to take a big round step, but he will be back. So Jorge in there safely because the ball skips away there. And 2 runs across. Jorge was probably picked off if he goes back to third. So a smart just to break for home and force the play. Also, Jorge loves that play. Loves to be aggressive out there. So Isai now with a runner on third that he can pick up with any ball that reaches the outfield safely. And he's going to hit a ball over to the third base side. Shortstop picks up deep in the hole, and he's going to throw to first, where he's going to be over there safely. So it didn't reach the outfield, barely caught it at the lip. Good job by Isai, by the shortstop to grab that ball. But Isai is too quick down the line, and he scores a third run for the Jackrabbits by driving in Gianni. So Chris now will step in with Isai over at first. With 2 down, you might send Isai, because why not? Generally not our fastest runner. Isai with a good lead, does not go. Chris is going to take a 64-mile-an-hour pitch high. Now pitcher giving Isai a little bit more of a look. And we get a balk call from the field ump. And Chris will take, Isai will take second. And that pitch to Chris does not count. And big lead. And ball is high at 66. So it's a balmy 71 here at first pitch. Should drop probably to the mid-60s before this game's over. And Chris with a shot up the middle. And throw to first. They do get him. At first it ends the inning, but the Jackrabbits plate 3 here, quite the crooked number as we go into the bottom of the first. And we're going to get everybody going out to check out the mound, apparently. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It feels like the mound is too close, to be honest. I don't know if that's the case, probably not the case. But I guess we're looking at the baseball, actually. That's what people were looking for. So, all right, let's go through the defensive linemen as soon as everybody shows up here. And from the infield, we got Joe at first, Ricardo at second, Jorge at short, and Gianni at third. In right, looks like Emilio in center. Who's in center? I don't have a center fielder yet. And in left, I've got Mason. So Jack coming on the mound, looks like. And Isai coming out with a glove. And not sure where he's headed. Sorry, Isai is going to the mound. Is Isai going to pitch? Isai is our starting pitcher, and Jack will go to center. I apologize. And Chris will be behind the plate.
Instead of an in-between. Maybe. But that means also before we jump over. I don't know what I gotta do. I gotta start looking at the softball. Take the trailer when he has games.
Yes. And Thursdays. Hey, focus chest down, reach. Sit in that back leg. 11 and 3.
So now to confirm that he was correct.
I haven't been there. I've never been to Ice Rock Mountains.
Hey, not here. Stick it.
Chris.
Then up.
Hey, coming down.
So the calls for coming down. We'll just quickly go around here. Isai on the bump. His battery mate will be Chris behind the plate. We'll have Joe at first, Ricardo and Jorge up the middle, and Gianni down at third. Jack in center, who's retrieving that throwdown ball. And we got Mason in left, and we got Emilio in right. In steps number 18 for the Rogue. So again, the league games here, a chance for coach to try some kids in new spots. A chance for some of our pitchers to get some extra innings. They get their arms on them. We're about a third of the way through the season, and we're seeing much better pitching from the end of our rotation, or the back half of our rotation, like the Isai's and Joe's of the world. So that was good to see. But ball one, 61 mile an hour pitch. There's a 62 right there that 18 nods in agreement with. So 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, here comes Isai's third pitch of the at-bat. It's way gonna miss a 63 mile an hour pitch. So Isai gradually getting faster with each pitch. Just 1 mile an hour, but we'll take it. So with a 1 ball, 2 strike count here, Isai can go to a secondary pitch here, which I believe is a curveball. And he throws a 63 mile an hour fastball, which is fouled off to the right side by number 18. Strike three, 63 at the knees across the middle of the plate for first out of the inning. So Isai throwing BBs right now. And this guy's first out of the inning. Number 5 will step in for the Rogue. He's got the sliding mitt in his back pocket. He's got the batting gloves that matches the arm, what do you call that thing? Arm sleeve. And there's a shot right to Jorge, who's going to grab it on the fly for out number 2. So 5 pitches, 2 down. Isai's having an excellent first couple of batters here. Number 10 will step in for Rogue. The Rogue. And the first pitch of this at bat. 65 at the knees. So Isai living right down at the knees. I love it. And there's a 58 mile an hour pitch. I think that was a curveball. Got down out of spot for Chris there, so it got past him. So working with a new catcher, Chris getting some innings behind the plate here. Not sure the origin of this, but one of the fastest ways to make your high school team is be a competent catcher. So 62, that one was a little low this time. 2 balls, 1 strike. And we're about to get our 10th pitch of the inning. And it only makes it about 58 feet. Chris with a good step. And we'll go 3-1 to number 10 here.
Hey, that one, hey.
So number 10 here can just pick out the pitch he wants to swing at and let everything else go past. Isai's got to make the pitch here. He does not. He throws that one high. And the runner, number 10, will take first. With 2 down, left-handed number 23 will step in. Sporting the pink armband and the white batting gloves. And they throw the ball away. And the runner will get into second. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. So,
It's all right. It's something we got to work on. We're good.
Coach offering some advice there that maybe we got to work on that going forward, which is the whole reason Isai is out there right now. And that ball's in the dirt.
Remember, follow it in, right?
So Chris getting a bunch of in situ coaching. Too many middle infielders standing on top of second base. Now Ricardo retreats to where he needs to be on the right side of the infield. That ball is 62 and inside. After a first couple pitches were all strikes, Isai struggling a little bit here to throw strikes consecutively. And 2-0 count. There's a 59-mile-an-hour, I believe, curveball. It started away and broke over. 23 gave up on it, as did I. But neither did Chris nor the ump for strike 1. So, again, lots of middle infielders up the middle. Nobody holding anybody on. Here's a 60-mile-an-hour oomph for ball 3.
All the way back here, kid.
Come on, battle back, Isai.
So 3-1, first base is open. 60 on the inside corner. That thing had a little bit of glove side run on it. I really kind of liked it. I think 23 thought that was 2 inside. He kind of rolled his eyes, but he's fine. He's got plenty of. We got another pitch here, and we're gonna get a foul ball off to the left side, and we don't get there. Looks like it may have been just up against the fence, but too far out of reach for both our left fielder and our third baseman.
Hey, learn something.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down now. Big payoff pitch. There is a runner out at second. Isai is ready, but Jorge is not. We'll get a step off. It looks like maybe he had bugs in the eyes of Isai,
Hey, let's win it right
which
here,
is great
Isai.
because now Jorge and Ricardo can hold on. So Ricardo now holding on, assuming that that foul ball meant that this guy was behind Isai. As it turns out, not close for ball 4. So runners now at first and second. And it looks like the catcher is taking off his shin guards in the on-deck circle.
Hey,
So
We got 2
infield.
now.
Where's any base? Where's any base?
number 8 will step in. Again, the catcher, or at least had the catching gear on.
Righty, righty.
And 2 down, runners at first and second. First pitch, number 8 is 60 miles an hour and away. Nice little
That's you.
pop out by Chris to go
No,
grab that.
came up. Stay down.
Oh, never mind. He's getting. Chris was getting told that he needed to stay down on that one. I thought it was a kind of a sprightly catch, but. And there's a ground ball to third. Oh, called foul. So we don't get the easy put out at third there. Good glove by Gianni to grab that ball, even though it was just a little bit foul. And now we got a 1-1 count. It's number 8 way ahead on that one. Let's see if they come back with a Another fastball, or do they try something a little bit slower? And he's going to pop that ball straight up, right out to Jack in center field. And I don't really have a good shot of center field when it's straight on the base like that, so that's why you got, I suppose I could have done that one, sorry. Anyway, Jack catches that one for the third out of the inning. And even though 2 runners get on for the Rogue, there are none cross the plate. And we get out of the inning with a 3-0 lead. So Jackrabbits win this inning. Gonna have to do that maybe 3 or 4 more times to take home the victory tonight. And we should see Jack, Aaron, Jabrell, Emilio, and then Joe.
We expecting him? He thinks. Oh, I wasn't expecting it.
You're right there, bro. You're right there.
No way.
You're salted, though. Hurt your tongue.
And number 10 back on the mound. So we'll see him in the top of the second. Jackrabbits played just the 1 game tonight. We will be playing just the 1 league game here, 5:30 first pitch. And we'll go wrap it up around 7:30 so the boys can get home for a good night's sleep for school tomorrow, of which there's only about a month left. We were just doing the math. At least for many of the kids, it's less than 30 school days. So you're looking at less than 6 weeks. Most of them were only at the 5-week level, plus a couple days off for Memorial Day. So quickly coming to the end of their 8th or 7th grade year. And we'll have a throwdown. Jackrabbits will play this weekend. So you're going to want to tune in this weekend for, where are we at? It looks like the Longmont Invitational. We'll be playing at 11 and 3 on Saturday. So Jack steps in. Like I said, about a third of the way through the season, Jack's batting .286. He's got a .444 on-base percentage. 12 hits on the season. 9 of those are singles and 3 are doubles. He's driven in 11, and he has crossed the plate 15 times. And he's had 11 walks and only 6 strikeouts. So he swings and a miss the first one. Comes in 66. Jack takes his customary giant step out to go reset himself. And Jack hits that one. That ball just sounds like it died coming off the bat. And Jack's going to be out by a half a step over there. Good play. That's like the second ball in a row that sounded like it just kind of died coming off the bat. A little bit, yeah. I was in a box. It was great. And in steps Aaron. Aaron now back for what I think is going to be his 4th or 5th game since his injury return. So he swings at a pitch, the ball in his eyes for strike 1. And there's strike 2. Aaron batting .259 on the season, also a .444 on-base percentage with 7 hits. Again, shortened because he's been injured for a bunch. He had 6 singles and a double. And he goes out and saves that one, so he doesn't have to see it again. So now with no balls and 2 strikes, Aaron will step back in. having done a good job protecting the plate there. See if he can drive on the fastball here. Swing and a miss, and he does not able to catch up with that 66-mile-an-hour fastball. And that's out number 2 for the Jackrabbits here in the top of the second. So Jackrabbits quickly with 2 down, and Jabrell will step in, putting Emilio in the on-deck circle. Jabrell loves a first pitch fastball. And instead he's going to take that one right off the hip. I didn't even have a chance to tell you what his stats were. Make sure to get back down here. So he took that one, maybe off the thigh. Kind of, whatever, it hurts. That's the moral of the story. Not the way that he wants to get on, but base runners are what we needed. So Emilio steps in, and Joe in the on-deck circle. Emilio got a couple of good hits there in Kansas. Break out of a slump that he was in prior to that. And we're going to give first base, Jabrell at first base, a chance to rub that bruise away. Now Emilio will step in. Number 10 comes set. And we get a fake move over, but not a real throw. Emilio steps out, of course. Give his runner some time to get back up off the ground. Well, Emilio got hit on the shoulder but didn't say anything, and so he's got so it did. Emilio's got to be much more aggressive then if it hits him, because he didn't sell it to anybody. Swing and a miss. 66 mile an hour. And we got a 1-1 count. Emilio hits that one straight back, shakes the camera a bit. Joe's going to go retrieve it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Emilio and Jabrell over at first, getting a bigger lead now. He had a pretty small lead before, and he's off on the pitch. Oh, just kidding. He's not. Oh, and the throw is going to hit Jabrell. So Jabrell had a good read there. He got a big secondary lead, and then the ball, although number 8 did stop it, it got away from him. So he runs down and beats the throw, which does come up and hit him again. So Jabrell has been hit by a baseball twice this inning. So Emilio now with a 2-2 count. He's going to take strike 3, 67, the fastest we've seen from number 10 there. And that will put the Jackrabbits down without scoring a run, leaving Jabrell out at second. And we'll have, let's see who comes back out here in the third. Or sorry, the bottom of the second. We get some of them running out on the base. We like that. Big props to Eric. Eric, who's literally climbed up on both dugouts to make sure we get that third base angle and that first base angle and not fight with the chain link. So I appreciate Eric doing that. Couldn't do this without him. He set this all up last week as well. I was fortunate enough to be able to tune in to watch the games from Kansas City. So again, appreciate Eric setting that up and then running the cameras last week. So. Yeah, a lot of dragging here, so we're only gonna get 5 warm-ups here because we're gonna keep it moving, says the ump. I also want to shout out to Garrett, who's keeping the scoreboard, but hugely important. The game is not enjoyable if the scoreboard's wrong. So we have Isai on the mound and Chris behind the plate again. Joe, Ricardo Jorge, Gianni on the infield. Teddy now in left, Jack in center, and Jabrell in right. So we did move, you have some defensive substitutions in left and right. But Aaron can only, at this point, Aaron can only bat, so he won't be in the field. And with Isaiah still on the unable to be on the team until his high school team season finishes. That means we only have 2 extra defensive players.
Strong arm. That's better. Hey, ball's in.
I'm going to call for balls in. We'll have our coming down throw here in just a second. Number 11 looks like he will step on to the into the batter's box here in just a little bit for Rogue, the Rogue. It's confusing because they would be the Rogues if they were plural, but they're just singular. So I feel like they don't need an A, an, or the before it. So folks are willing to text me or let me know in the comments. Are we using articles before Rogue or not?
Lefty.
So in steps number 11, a left-handed batter. That first pitch is low and away. Ball 1. From the windup, Isai's second pitch. Takes a little off that one, and it's fouled off to the left side. Into the trees. And it looks like Melio will leave the dugout and go get it. So number 11 now with a 1-1 count. Very convenient. And that was a 55-mile-an-hour attempt at a curveball, but Isai short-armed it. So Chris had to get down and go get it. Chris did not appreciate the fact that ball didn't make it all the way and had to stop with his body. But that's the role of the catcher, so that's the job. Don't complain about it. Number 11 steps out. He's got the plus count here with 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a shot. Knocked down by Jorge, but that ball's going to go into the outfield. And that's what he deserves. That was a well-struck ball for a single from number 11.
Make a play. Get your glove. You're supposed to catch it.
So Jorge with some dirty pants, but nothing to show for it. And a runner at first with nobody down.
Hey, roll it in field.
The ball's popped up by number 1 off to the right side, but that's going to be out of play. Joe makes a show of it, an effort of it, but could not potentially catch that one for sure. So number 1 with an 0-1 count. I appreciate Rogue batters having counts that match up with their jersey numbers. Now number 11 with a bigger lead off first, still doesn't go, and that ball floats in 60 miles an hour. Number 1 with the Marucci above his head. And Isai will step off and give number 11 a look. That's the smart move there. Let number 11 know you're aware of him. We did have the pickoff attempt over there that didn't go so well, so I don't know if we'll see a throw. Let him know you're at least aware of him. And there's a shot to right field. Jabril gets down on it. And we're going to have a play at second on a force, so number 11 there kind of hung out to dry, nothing he could do. Jabril made a sliding almost catch, trapped it with his glove. Excellent job by Jabril to keep the ball in front of him, and number 11 had nowhere to go there. So we'll have the 1 down and a runner on first.
Hey, it doesn't work when we throw it over.
And number 27 will step in, so it will be impossible for him to have a count that will line up with his number.
Hey, roll it in field.
So let's see what we can do here.
What's better?
And pick off attempt and throw over. Runner's back in plenty of time. 2-7 now swinging the Louisville Slugger, that one with the cool green, kind of mint green details on it, corresponding mint green grip on it as well. That ball's high. And ball 1 to number 27. That ball's low. Oh, nice throw down. Didn't have quite have the tag, but way to keep him close. So Chris, normally a pitcher and can play infield, has a strong enough arm. Runner does not go. Swing and a miss at a 59 mile an hour. Looked like that was a changeup or a breaking ball of some sort. Ump lets us know it's 2 balls and 1 strike, which is good. I was just wondering. So Isai's fastball consistently coming in above 60. 61 on the inside corner there. Chris oversold that a bunch. He didn't have to move over like that. Thankfully, the ump doesn't care where you catch it, just where it crosses the plate. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the runner stays at first. That ball comes in a little high. It's 61.
Hey, win this battle, Isai.
I liked, even though that was a ball, you had low and inside on the previous pitch, then that one was high and away. So now you're changing both inside, outside, as well as high, low. So the batter doesn't know where to look for this next pitch, and it's the payoff pitch. And it's a ground ball to third, to second, to first. And we're going to just throw the ball away, apparently. Joe goes and gets it. So we get the force at second. So the second time we got the force at second for the second out of the inning. And I don't know if Ricardo should have just eaten that or what. But he can't make that throw. That's for sure. All right, number 7, 2 down. Number 7 steps in. And that ball comes in at 63, but high.
Hey, we working.
And a big lead at first now for 21. He's going, and it's a foul ball. So he'll have to go back. And Isai is able to rack up
Get him, Isai.
that single, or sorry, that's a strike. I just realized my camera's been moved a little bit with these foul balls coming straight back. So, all right, 1 ball, 1 strike. Man on first, who's probably going, and Isai's going to throw that ball away again, and the runner's going to be in, and we're just going to play little league, throwing that ball way into the outfield. Good backup by Jack, backing up that throw. So the runner is going to take second on a gift now rather than having to earn it. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 7 with a runner on second.
It's all right. Get this guy right here.
Looks like there's some bugs out there floating around Isai's face. That's no fun. Isai with a really quick slide step and fastball. Doesn't hit 60, the first one all day, and it was high and away. So just needs to focus on throwing the pitch he needs to do there. That wasn't a good delivery. Isai comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. We get a little gift from number 7 there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes
Right
now.
here, Isai.
And paying no attention to the guy on second, which is fine. We're going to throw 62 ball high.
Best pitch right here. Okay, best pitch.
So we got to have the best pitch right here, according to coach,
Smile.
with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Runner at second. You don't want to let this one get away. Number 7 getting sized up. And he sized that one up, and it comes off to the right side. It could be playable. It is not. It is over the fence.
Hey, bigger smile, Isai.
Suggestions that Isai may have a job to do, and he should smile. So we'll do that pitch all over again. 3-2, 2 down, runner at second. And there's the pitch. Oh, 60 away for ball 4. Well done by 7 to stay alive. Fouled that last one off and earned himself first base. Number 22 will step in. So Rogue in the same spot they were in the bottom of the first with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Jackrabbits were able to get that key third out. Let's see if that happens here. Short little step by Isai there. So you can almost tell when he's going to be out of whack because he's not doing what he needs to do with his legs. So we've got a little short step or even a slide step. Messes up the rest of his delivery. And that ball is going to be high and away for ball 2. That ball's in the dirt. Chris goes and puts his body in the way. Keeps everybody on the base they're on, which they need. That's a hugely important defensive move by Chris there. So 3-0 now. See if 22's taken all the way here. Eastside doesn't give him a competitive pitch, and that'll load the bases. So we're going to get a timeout from Coach Hunter. He's going to go down out and talk to his pitcher. Number 2 is ready to, 12, excuse me, number 12 is ready to get in the box when it's time. Oh, is that a mosquito? Is it mosquito season already? I know we didn't have enough freezes, but I'm not ready for mosquito season mid-April. That'll be a long, long time through till August, September. And the 7:30 game team starting to show up here. So we're 45 minutes in and just here in the bottom of the second. Isai needs 1 out here. And my guess is he will throw from the windup. He's got a better delivery when he does that. He's more accurate and actually generates a little bit more speed. Don't have to worry about runners stealing at this age, going home or anything. So, yeah, that's the way to go. And it is. And the first pitch is 62, but high for ball 1. The ball low, 62 again. A weird tension over the field. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure exactly why. It's a midweek league game for the Jackrabbits. This is almost like a scrimmage plus, but there's plenty of tension. I can feel it in the air. And we get a shot out to left center. Teddy's underneath it, and Teddy catches it with his. Tracks that ball and gets it. That's put out for Teddy and left. And so, dang it, I love seeing that. He played defense, ladies and gentlemen. My son played defense. And with that, the Jackrabbits are able to keep the Rogue off the scoreboard again. Well struck there by the batter, but Teddy gets underneath it. 4 out, 3. So Jackrabbits go to the top of the third, 45 minutes-ish into this game, and we are up 3-0. Again, we play it this weekend, and not a CABA tournament, not a USSSA tournament, but it's going to be one put on by I believe it's the Loveland Athletic Association. So you're going to want to like, subscribe, and more importantly, hit that notification bell. The notification bell will tell you when we are live this weekend. So again, I think it's 11 and 3 is our times on Saturday, and of course, how we play will depend on, we'll decide how we play, what time we play on Sunday. Yes, Sarah, that is my face as well. And I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
big green ball.
And Joe's in to lead off the top of the third. Sun right in the eyes now of the pitcher. It's really unfair. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. Joe now with waiting on the next pitch. And he's going to duck out of the way of I think a curveball that didn't quite curve for ball one. Now with a 1-2 count. Joe with the electric unicorn pink swing and a miss for strike three in the first out of the inning. But that will flip the lineup over. Our leadoff batter, Mason, will get into the batter's box here. Mason batting three. Whoa, what a shot. Oh, but a good job by the center fielder to put his chase down and get underneath it. So Mason's batting .396 on the season prior to that shot. And second out of the inning for the Jackrabbits. We had a little bit of a, well, I guess we got one guy on last inning with 2 outs. So let's see if Jorge can do it here. Jorge batting .422 on the season. And he's going to pop that ball straight up. First baseman should be underneath it, maybe just out of play. It is just out of play. Jorge is going to get another chance to. Jorge's .422. He's got an on-base percentage of .591. Total of 19 hits, 13 are singles, 5 doubles, 1 triple. He's scored 18. He's driven in 18, but he's scored 33 times, and he's had 18 base on balls, but only 5 strikeouts. So really strong eye there at the plate. And he's going to take that ball outside. And the next pitch is going to be in the dirt and get past everybody. It goes right back to the catcher, though. Good heads-up play by the catcher. And umpire says 2 balls, 1 strike. That matches what we got on the scoreboard. Jorge's going to take that 62-mile-an-hour pitch high above the brim of the helmet. So with a 3-1 count now, Jorge will be absolutely just sitting on a fastball dead middle, dead center. Let's see what he gets. He's going to get a pitch way behind him, and he's going to take first base. Teddy's going to get a swing away here. Jorge is probably just going to keep running. He may not ever stop. 2 down. See if Teddy doesn't collapse now, but instead swings nice and tall. He's going to take a pitch 65 outside. And if that throw is good, Jorge is out. So thankfully it was a little bit to the outfield side, or out of play side. So Jorge's got to figure out if he's going or not going. And there's a throw over. I guess everybody on the field knows Jorge is going, so that's why we're seeing a lot of action there first. And a shot right through the second baseman. He's going to fumble it, and Jorge is going to be out at third. Yeah, so good play, good recovery by the second baseman to get aggressive Jorge at third for the Final out of the inning. That would have been a base hit for Teddy. It's not a fielder's choice there because Jorge decided to get a little greedy. With that, the Jackrabbits do go down with no runs on one hit, one man left on. So bottom of the third forthcoming. I suspect we'll get a new pitcher. Oh no, Isai looks like he's coming back to the mound. Isai's going to get another chance. So kind of a slow roll out of the dugout for the Jackrabbits. We'll see what our defensive alignment looks like. Jabrell earned himself a chance to return to right field, it looks like, with his excellent sliding play to keep the ball in front of him and get that force out at second last inning. Teddy back in left. And I get Mason yelling from center. So it looks like maybe Jack is out this inning, probably warming up, I suspect. And I do not have a shortstop right now. Oh, there comes Jorge. So similar but not quite the same defensive lineup here. We've got Isai back on the mound, and Chris will be behind the plate. I suspect Chris will be there all night. Jabrell over at first, and Ricardo and Jorge up the middle, and Gianni at third. In right, I've got Emilio. In center, I've got Mason, and in left, I've got Teddy, which puts Joe and Jack on the bench, both of whom could pitch. So we'll see who's warming up whom, unless they're both warming up each other, for all I know. We shall see. Looks like number 4 will lead off for Rogue. And the infield meets up with Isai, having the same conversation that they have to make him smile. In steps number 4, he'll be swinging the Marucci Cat X. And now the sun getting even further down on the horizon, so not only is it directly in the eyes of the pitcher, it's in the eyes of every fielder out there except our catcher. So first pitch strike from Isai at 61 on the outside corner. Looks like the Rogue are exactly where we were at the top of the order, the bottom of their lineup leading off. And that ball will be hit to Mason in center, who does a great job of tracking it. Oops, sorry, Mason, that should have been the shot. I apologize, but I promise Mason caught that one. Battle in the sun for the first out. Good stroke by number 4, but hung up in the air just a little too long. Mason able to get underneath it for the first out of the inning. So 18 is the leadoff batter for Rogue, and he steps in now. So Rogue flipped over their lineup at exactly the same point we did in the top of the inning for us. And the next pitch is a ball outside. 18 offered at it but pulled back, so was not charged a strike there on the attempted bunt.
Hey, throw through it. Angle 1 here.
And there's a ball hit right off the end of the mat, and gonna pick it up. Ricardo's gonna pick it up, and they're gonna get him at first. So 2 down on just, I think, 4 pitches at this point. So Jackrabbits doing a good job of getting the 2 early outs in both the first and the second, only to have Rogue come back and put a bunch of runners on. So let's see if the Jackrabbits can go down a little quicker here and not give the Rogue any base runners. a multicolored, almost rainbow bat that says Soldier on it. That's what number 5 brings into the box with him, and he takes ball 1. As the sun goes down, a little breeze picks up. Nothing too bad, nothing too cold. Just brings a little bit of excitement to the field. Swing and a miss, a 59 mile an hour. I think that was a curve. That's a little bit slower than Isai's fastball, unless at this point at 54 pitches he is feeling a little fatigued. He could be. That'd be a lot. We don't usually have him pitch this many innings, so let's see what the next fastball is. That's a clear fastball down to third, and Gianni grabs it on the fly, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 up, 3 down. First time for the Rogue this game, and Isai doing a heck of a job throwing strikes, pitching to contact. You really couldn't be asking for more from your pitcher at this point, who is always behind the plate, but Isai doing a great job on the mound, pitching to contact. So with that, it is 3-0 at the bottom of the third. Almost exactly an hour into the game, so plenty of baseball left, ladies and gentlemen. I can see both Jack and Joe throwing the ball, neither one in gear, so Coach going to keep both options open for the boys. Next inning maybe. But as it is down to the top of the fourth, we're going to have our Jackrabbits putting bats on the ball, hopefully, with Gianni, Ricardo, and Isai up. When those gentlemen get on, we'll have Chris, Jack, and Aaron, plus hopefully many more. So number 10 back on the mound, throwing to his battery mate, number 8. He's only thrown 45 pitches, so he's got plenty of pitches left in that arm, undoubtedly. Been very economical. And because these games are on a Tuesday, you pretty much could throw a kid a full game and he would still have plenty of time to rest up, assuming good arm care, but plenty of time to rest up before Saturday morning. Again, not our approach. Coach wants to use the league games as a chance to put some kids in who don't necessarily get a lot of time on the mound or in other positions, like Chris behind the plate, to get some extra practice in real game situations. So, like I said, a scrimmage plus, if you will. We're taking it seriously. We're obviously hitting in our regular weekend order, but playing some kids in different spots. And Gianni's going to see that first pitch, 60 low and away, the ball 1.
Oh, that's something you like, Gianni.
And Gianni swings another 60 mile an hour pitch low. That one was in the dirt. He got properly fooled on that one. Left fielder being told to go way back. So Gianni's reputation precedes him. I should give you his stats. Oh, and Gianni takes it off the helmet because he has the team leading hit by pitch. That will be, dang, that's number 9 for him. And in Jackrabbits history, that is his 16,132nd hit by pitch. So Ricardo will step in, batting .438 on the season, on base percentage of .591. And there's a 65 mile an hour pitch, some glove side run. So Ricardo struggled with that outside pitch last time, and he gets served up another one. Ricardo's got 21 hits on the season. He does let that one go. Oh, we got a balk call. I missed it. Maybe it didn't come set or didn't pause. I heard someone say. Of those 21 hits, he's got 16 singles, 4 doubles, and 1 home run. He's driven in 22, and he's crossed the plate 25 times himself with 15 base on balls. And we're going to get a strange. He's in there safely. So Gianni didn't slide. That was strange, but interesting choice there by the shortstop. So first and third now with nobody out. And Eastside batting .410. His time in Kansas, I think, did wonders for his batting average. So first and third now. Eastside likes to see this. He does have and that ball goes into center field where there's nobody, and Gianni will score. So middle infielders absolutely didn't communicate there. They let their catcher down in a big way, and they gave the Jackrabbits a free run. We'll take it, not the way we want to earn it, but we will take the run nonetheless. And Eastside now with a runner in scoring position out at second, if he can hit a ball into the outfield. Big lead out there at second. Again, nobody in the middle infield holding anybody on, so he's taking a big lead. Now the second baseman's over after the coach has instructed him. So it looks like maybe the Rogue, that's probably not your standard middle infield for the Rogue, I'd guess. Then we got 1 ball, 1 strike according to the ump. And the breeze picking up a little bit here. Some of the petals falling off the trees. That ball comes in high. Now Ricardo with a big lead. That was 65 at the knees. Well thrown, number 10. For a strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that ball's inside. So we'll go full count.
Hey, go win it right here, Eastside.
And only nobody down. And we're going to take that pitch inside, and it's actually going to get away. So you'll get Ricardo down to third. And we're going to get a throw out to second, where he's going to be out. But then we'll have a play at home. So Eastside with a decoy there. We'll trade a run for an out. Well played, Jackrabbits, for a 5-0 lead now. Base is now empty for Chris. So that was well executed. That was as it was drawn up. Eastside was sent all the way. The whole idea was to bring Ricardo in. Obviously, you'd like to get to second without getting out, but it's kind of drawn up that you're expecting that's going to happen. The catcher's going to be able to execute like he did. So Chris now with 1 ball count and nobody on. So number 10 throwing harder than he's thrown all day, but in throwing, he might be overthrowing because now it's a 2-0 count to Chris. That ball's inside for ball 3. Chris needs to know what the rules are here. He knows them well enough, I think. We'll see if number 10 takes something off this next pitch to get a strike. He doesn't actually. He throws 66 for a strike, which Chris was taking all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Free swing for Chris here if the ball's where he wants it to be. And it is. And a shot back out there to the shortstop, who's going to throw it over. And they're going to call him safe. He was off the bag. So Chris will be in safe.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Jack.
And that's why you run hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Move along, Jack.
So Jack will step in now.
Move along, Jack. Going number 1. One bird, Jack. One bird, Jack.
Chris with a nice big lead now. Does not go. Jackson hit that ball straight up. It's actually going to go, almost land just over the fence, but stays inside. So Jack underneath that one a little bit.
Hey, straighten that out, Jack. Line drive, hard hit.
With only 1 down now. Chris not going. Jack giving the swing away sign. Oh, Chris almost caught leaning. He's in safely though.
Hey, nice lead, Chris.
Now he knows he can go at least that far and get back in safely. Chris in easily this time. He wasn't leaning. And Jack's going to foul that one straight back behind us. And now Jack with an 0-2 count. Chris has got to be smart. I'm sorry, Jack's got to be smart here. Looking at Chris's lead, it looks a little bigger. He's not going. That ball's outside. Good job by number 8 to stop that ball. Sorry, number 9, 8 or 9, the catcher. That's who I'm talking about.
Yes, no.
Jack swinging the blue Hype Fire, I believe it's Arctic Hype Fire. And there's a ground ball through the right side, and Jack will motor down to first, and we'll get Chris over to second. So, well struck, way to be patient. And we're going to get a timeout from the Rogue coach.
New pitcher.
And we are going to get a new thing. So number 10 is going to finish his evening with 5 runs through 3 1/3. He does bear the responsibilities for the runners at first and second. But it'll be number 5 who takes the mound here to relieve him and hopefully get the 2 more outs for the inning for his team.
Better.
What's he doing when he does his cards? You guys notice? Let's go, Aaron. Go, Aaron. Come on, Aaron. Let's go, Aaron. What's going on?
So Aaron will step in now. Chance to pick up a run or 2 if he can put the ball into the grass. And a play out at second. The ball gets away. And there's nobody covering second, so Jack will jump in. So heads up play by Jack. Normally you wouldn't do that because the ball's going to come right into second. But no one was standing on second, so Jack takes it. So that gives us now runners at second and third. So a single, especially with Jack out there, means that we're going to have 2 runs across the plate if the ball hits the grass. And see if Aaron can do it here. Again, lost a lot of strength in the shoulder from that injury. Swing and a miss, the ball in the eyes, 64. Did not see that ball well out of number 5's hand. And there's a ground ball. And that's going to be foul into Coach Hunter's hands. So now we got 2 strikes to Aaron. And we got Jabrell on the on-deck circle. And that ball is going to get away and bounces straight back so that way Chris had to stay at third. that I think was supposed to be a curveball that didn't curve. So you're going to assume the number 5 is going to go back to his fastball. So Aaron not all the way back in the box, actually, seating about 6 to 7 inches. He's going to pop that ball straight up. And the first baseman's there. Catcher, darn it, I don't have that angle. That was actually the pitcher who caught that. Wow, there's a little dead spot there. I don't have. Apologize, but good catch, number 5, and 2 down now, with runners at second and third. Jabrell, who got popped in the leg last time and got to first base, is now in. Got the Marucci in his hand. He's doing the wave there, getting himself all set. There's a 59-mile-an-hour pitch for strike 1. And we run the Chris Mack that didn't throw. Chris was ready to run on a throw. So good job by the catcher there just to run him back, not give Chris a chance to come forward. Of course, I'd love to see Chris score, but excellent defensive play I also appreciate. And that's what we saw from the catcher there. And Jabrell absolutely crushes that ball. Oh, but the left fielder gets underneath it. Good job by the left fielder to track that ball down and go get it. Jackrabbits are unable to score in the top of the 4th. Sorry, that's not true. We scored 2 in the top of the 4th. Unable to score those other 2, but Jabrell put a ride in that ball, and left fielder came down with it. So good job by everybody on that one. That's just good baseball, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. A 5-0 lead for the Jackrabbits. We're an hour and 15 minutes into this game. So again, 30 minutes of baseball left at least. And we'll see. Wow, is Isai going to go back out? Let's see. Looks like Isai is putting his hat on. There in the image, behind the bump. And I'm going to declare him the pitcher this inning. He is his inning, or his game until it's not his game, I guess. And we'll go through the defensive lineup as soon as I have a full infield.
Michelle, what number are they in the lineup?
Hey, Dad. Can I get a snack? Can I get a snack, please?
And Isai is back on the mound. Chris behind the plate. That ball is fouled off to the right and out of play. We got Jabrell at first, Ricardo at second, Jorge at short, Gianni at third, Teddy in left, Mason in center, and Emilio in our right center. What up? Your son's pitching like a beast out there. You should be so proud. He's pitching like a beast. And Isai with an 0-2 count now. Brandon, he says, Dad just showed up at the park, getting off work, making a beeline to watch his son pitch like an absolute beast. Oh, it was a 52-mile-an-hour curveball that doesn't curve, it floats in. But you can do that when you got an 0-2 count. And we're going to bounce that one in. I'm not sure what Coach is calling, but Coach is pleased with that one. So Chris had a good stop on that one. You know, one of your jobs as a catcher when there's at all times is to protect the ump, and those pitches that only make it 58 feet are super hard. And there's a foul ball straight back. And number 10 does a good job of fouling that off to stay alive on a 2-2 count. Isai now just had his 60th pitch of the evening. That ball is away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I apologize if I suddenly got super loud in your ear. I just realized that the overall output got turned way down last Tuesday. So there's no reason for that. So if you're watching at home and you got to go down 10 or 15 numbers on your volume, I apologize. Swing and a foul. So number 10 protecting the zone again. That one probably ball 4, but he wasn't going to take any chances. And my camera just got knocked a little bit more. I'll go fix it after this batter here. Still got a decent enough shot. And there's a shot to Gianni. And they're going to get him. What a stretch by Jabrell, and what a good throw by Gianni. So first batter is out. I'd have to go back and look at the records, but I think Isai has done that every inning. The first batter is been out in every inning. All right, just fixed home. Let me go fix it a little bit better here. There we go. And with 1 down, a lefty steps in. I apologize, I was fixing my camera. I didn't see it. 23 steps in. And he's going to take ball 1 away. I think I remember 23 from last time. We pitched him inside. He didn't like that. Let's see if Isai goes back to an inside pitch. Ooh, he does. He misses just a bit inside. So Isai's coming down now. He's throwing low 60s for his fastball. They're now in the 58 to 59 range. They're down about 4 or 5 miles an hour. And that's a 3-0 count now to number 23. Nobody warming up. We got Jack and Joe now back in the dugout. They believe would be the relief pitchers tonight. And we're going to throw that pitch in at a very slow 56 mile an hour. Number 23 will take first without needing to take the bat off his shoulder. And we're going to get time. Isai's got to be darn proud of himself, man. He pitched through 3 1/3, gave up no runs on 67 pitches. He does leave, he's responsible for the runner at first, and Jack will be taking the mound. Now, Jack last week had a tough outing and got called for a balk a bunch of times. So I'm hoping that we fixed all of that. And we'll see what he looks like after a few warm-up tosses here.
Michelle, where do you end up at? We'll fix it.
So Jack with a killer move to first base, but also another lefty on first, so don't know if he pitches or not. He might know how that leg can break and fool you. A small lead for 23. And in steps number 8. And they got him. The throw down. Good throw from Chris. Slap tag from Ricardo will erase the runner, and that will close the book on Isai. We can say definitively that Isai pitched 3 1/3 innings, giving up no runs. I believe only 1 hit as well. So great job by Isai to pitch to contact and get his defense to do what it needs to do. Next pitch. It's popped up. That ball is going to go right to Teddy. He's underneath it. He's camped underneath it. He pitches it. He makes 2 putouts in an inning. So Jack throws the ball 2 times. He gets 2 outs. You can't possibly do any better than that. Technically, you can throw 1, get a double play, but whatever. You cannot be upset at all about that outing from Jack. So that gets us through 4. Jackrabbits 5, Rogue 0. We'll go to the top of the 5th, and that will take us to... Well, you probably have the screen in front of you. We've got Emilio, I think, is where we left off, because Jabril hit that big tall one. Yeah, Emilio, Joe, and then it'll take us to the top of the lineup with Mason. You may see a bunch of sponsors in the lower right-hand corner. Please do us a favor. Go visit those sponsors. Those folks help pay for travel ball. So if you need financial advice, if you need roofing, if you need, I think there's a plumber there. We've got some gutters. We got some good folks that have sponsored the Jackrabbits. Please make sure you give them a holler, thank them for being a Jackrabbit sponsor, and then ask them to bid on the project that you need their services for. Pitcher for the Rogue is out on the mound ready, but he does not have a catcher yet, and looks like the rest of the Rogue are ready. Just sans a catcher, and you can't play this game without a catcher. So, here comes our coach donning a glove to warm up number 5 for the top of the 5th.
Because otherwise, the Team Marine was thin wall. And then it won't fit over a bat ring. That's why they act bad. Yeah, they're not Team Marines. They're not thin wall. Yeah. Because Mookie. After the Yankees, Bryce Harper used to blue back here.
All right, Emilio swings the first pitch for strike 1. Next pitch. It's going to bounce in there. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 5 threw a really great curve on that first pitch of the at-bat. I wonder if he's going to go back to it. He is, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So he does totally tip the pitch. You'll see that he brings his right elbow out away from his waist as he gets a better grip on the ball. So our boys should see. So this one will be a fastball because the elbow's nice and tight. And there it is, 65 low and away. So 2-2 count now. Let's see what grip number 5 gets here, and if he gives it away. Should be a fastball. Again, elbow in nice and tight. Oh, foul ball. Could have been a ball 3, but Emilio was swinging for that one and made contact after it bounced off the ground. Doesn't matter, the ball's live. Here's the curve. And he hung that one. And that ball's going to get in. So I don't think Emilio knew that was coming, but that curve just hung. So we'll take it, and Emilio on safely at first. And Joe will step in. He tips his. The throw over doesn't get him. Joe's showing bunt, and he bunts it. And it's foul. What a beautiful bunt from Joe. It just had too much English on it. Spun foul for strike 1. No, sorry, strike 2. Right? No, strike 1. Because it was a throw over. So, yeah. We'll see if they have Joe do it again. I kind of like that bunt from Joe. Guy's stuck in a slump. Why not just get the bat on the ball, build some confidence back? And Joe does offer at it, and the ball is going to get through into the outfield. Shortstop does a good job of stopping that ball, and Emilio will be on safely. So 2 strikes now to Joe. You're probably not going to have him bunt. Probably should have pulled back on that one. It was in the dirt. So my thought on Joe is he's probably overthinking it. He just needs to. He's got some of the best baseball IQ on the team. He's overthinking every pitch, and he just needs to be reacting. Swing and a miss. A nice curveball from number 5 on a 59-mile-an-hour pitch to get him out. So Mason will be up. Let's see if any of the Jackrabbits have picked up on number 5 tipping his pitches, his fastball on his curve. Again, if the elbow's in nice and tight, it's a fastball. If it's away from the hip, he's going for a better grip on the curveball. This one will be a fastball. And there's a shot. And they do get him at first. And then heads up play by Emilio to get over to third. So 2 down, a runner at third. So good heads up play by the infield there. Remember we saw that play earlier, and we ended up not getting any outs. We ended up getting the first and third. Instead this time they got the sure out, and then they did give up the runner to third, but now there's 2 down and a runner at third. And Jorge's in for the first pitch of the at-bat. That ball's in the dirt. It's going to sneak past. Oh no! He's out by a mile. That ball bounced right back to the catcher. So that was tough on Emilio on the read there. And good job by the pitcher-catcher combo there to execute. And with that, Jackrabbits go down in the top of the 5th with a 5-0 lead. If we go to a 6th inning, you would have Jorge bat because he was obviously up when that runner was tossed out. I'm going to suggest that we've got 12 minutes left. We are unlikely to probably get to the 6th inning. We'll see. I mean, they could go quickly. Jack was able to get 2 outs on 2 pitches. But most innings take about 10 minutes, plus we got some warm-up here. So, and the umps have no desire to stay later. This is a league game. It doesn't really matter for much. So we shall see. So those of you at home wondering when this game will be over, my guess is when we have 3 outs from the Rogue. Could be wrong. And all the coaches, of course, are coaches because they love to play. So they're not probably going to roll over and say the game's over. But the umps have another game behind this before they get to go home. So usually they're the drivers of this game's over, y'all.
With the steal, but if it's a ball, you don't have to take it. You don't have to try. Just gonna pull back on that one. Well, there's a difference in a steal.
Go, kid. Come on.
All right, here's the time.
Umpire had to bark at Chris to come out. He was just standing there watching Coach Hunter catch. I don't know what he was doing in the dugout. And we'll have a throw down here in just a second. By the way, your Jackrabbits are 15-7-2 on the season, and are in a little bit of a slump. We lost the championship game in Kansas City, or Kansas. Sorry, it was Dodge City, Kansas. And then we were 0-2 last week, so with no games this weekend for the Easter weekend, hoping to reclaim our winning ways here with a solid, clean bottom of the 5th. And again, we played 11-3 on Saturday, so make sure you like and subscribe. First pitch, 63, strike on the outside corner, number 11. So lefty on lefty. And the next pitch. Ooh! Hits number 11 on the brim of the hat, the helmet. So he looks like he's fine, actually. I think it actually did hit just the brim. They're going to just check his brains here, rattle him a little bit. But he looks fine, signaling he's fine, no concerns from coach or from the ump. So we're going to go here to have number 1 step in with number 11 on first. So this is the first inning in which the Rogue have had their leadoff batter on. And let's see if that comes back to haunt us. Jack coming from the stretch. And that ball is high. Ball 1.
Work right field.
We have Jabrell at first, Ricardo and Jorge up the middle, and Gianni at third, Teddy in left, Mason in center, and Emilio in right.
Got him. Yeah.
And they picked him off. So Jack, with his stellar move, gets the runner at first and erases him. And the first out of the inning for the Jackrabbits. So an excellent tag from Jabrell over there, minding the base well. And a shot way over Teddy's head. He's underneath it. 3 putouts in one game. That's my boy. He was able to get underneath that and grab it. Oh, we might make a left fielder out of him yet. Look at that. He hates the idea of pitcher only so much, he's learned to play left field. And with that, we've got a little concern about time. We have 7 minutes left before our time is up. And remember, we're the visitors. So if we bat, then Rogue bat. So there would be a need to have both sides bat again. Swing and a miss at a 63-mile-an-hour fastball high to number 27. Swings right through it. I mean, it was a strike, just to be clear, but it was a high fastball. Just a warning to Teddy's mom, I might have to stop by on the way home, something celebratory for him with 3 putouts in left field. And a shot right up the middle. Jorge picks it up. And they're going to get him at first. 3 up, 3 down, the hard way. And the Jackrabbits are off the field. With that, we're at only 7:09. There's like 6 minutes left. So we're going to play a whole nother inning, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect Jack to be that efficient. And with that, we will have Jorge. 6-3. We'll have Jorge, Teddy, and Gianni up.
When you take your glove, put your target way up, and then bring it down. But yeah, it's okay. I was hoping to go. Hey, go give me some more run.
Gentlemen. Why would you take this out?
And Jorge will step in. Again, fresh count because the put out there to end the inning last in the fourth. So Jorge takes that first pitch outside. Sorry, it was a fifth, where Emilio was out by a mile at home because the ball hit the backstop and came right back to the catcher. So with bases empty, leading off now Jorge. And he hits a foul ball off his leg for strike one. Number 5 set. And there's a curveball. Hey, good job, number 5. You didn't get your elbow out there. I would have been sitting fastball on that one. So, made the adjustment between innings. Don't know if someone told him or if he just realized he was doing it, but hiding the ball now much better. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to throw it first. Nice pick by the first baseman, and Jorge is out on a 6-3 putout. Teddy will step in. Gianni in the on-deck circle.
Let's go, Teddy. Hey, great play.
So Teddy steps in now. He's made contact tonight twice. It's 1 for 2. And that curveball doesn't quite curve. For ball 1. And Teddy with a shot over the left, the third baseman's head into left field, and he'll get a nice single. And Gianni's up now. Remember last time we had Gianni up, they had the left fielder go way, way back. Let's see if they do that again. Respect him. Ricardo gets in the on-deck circle. So we'll see if Teddy has a steal sign or not here. My guess is it's just hit away. Up 5-0. No reason necessarily to send Teddy here. Oh, they do send Teddy. And Teddy's down safely. Ball skips away and actually stays right next to the base, so Teddy could reach down and grab it if he was foolish to do so. And Teddy will be in safely at second. Gianni now with a 1-ball count. Can wait on that fastball and turn on it maybe. Teddy with a nice big lead. There is the sun in his eyes out there, so a little trickier. Second baseman is going in. The pitcher fakes the throw but doesn't throw. Where is that ball? The ball drops there. I think everybody lost it in the sun. They're going to send Teddy. They're going to send Teddy. And Gianni's going to have to go back. So Teddy goes back to third. He had second thoughts. He may have been out. Strong throw from the cutoff man there. So runners at second and third on a double, a setting sun fielded double, or aided double, I should say, for Gianni. But we'll take it for sure. So runners at second and third. Both Gianni and Teddy putting good aluminum on it. Let's see if Ricardo does the same. Isai in the on-deck circle. Good stop by the catcher. A ball that skips in for ball one. Ooh, that ball gets away. And Teddy doesn't go. Learns his lesson. Good job by the catcher to go snag that ball. Almost had Gianni running Teddy off the base, so Gianni's got to be aware just to make sure he doesn't get too far over and get himself committed. But he's back safely. And there's a ground ball, a third. Goes off the third baseman's leg into foul territory. Teddy will score. They're going to send Gianni. There's going to be a throw home. He's going to be in safely, and that will then get Ricardo out to second. So 2 runs in for Ricardo on that hit down the left field line. And Jackrabbits 3 in a row, putting good aluminum on it. Hitting the ball hard to the left side. East side will be up now, and a cloud of dust from Gianni's slide will envelop the Jackrabbits stands, including me. After Eastside, we'll have Chris, and then Jackson to hold. That ball is in the dirt and gets past the catcher, and Ricardo gets over to third, no problem. Sun behind a cloud now, maybe on its way over the horizon, but now everybody bathed in the same light. I'm looking at a cloud, not this horizon, so we may get another peek at the sun here. And a ground ball right off the plate, and we're gonna have a throw to first, and then we'll have a home. Ricardo is safe by a little bit while he wasn't running or sliding. So Ricardo apparently didn't know what was going on, but in safely on a bunch of base running error there. So useful out by Isai, even though Ricardo almost tried to turn that into a double play. So Chris will step in, Jack in the on-deck circle. Oh, curveball almost hits Chris, breaks over the away from him. So ball one. And there's a 56-mile-an-hour curve. Not much Chris could do with that one anyway. Started up high, dropped over the plate. Really had to turn on that one. Let's see if we get another curve. 3 curves in a row. What do you think? Or you go with the fastball here? No, you're going to go with the fastball. It's going to get away from the catcher. Jack will need to go retrieve that one. Next pitch is on its way. Chris swings.
Yes, no.
So Chris now with a 2-2 count and 2 down. Chris is going to see probably another curve here. Oh, I'm wrong. That's a fastball away. So now we got a full count with 2 down. So payoff pitch will be forthcoming. Let's see if Chris can do something with it. And ball 4. Chris will take first. And Jack will step in. If Jack's in the box, then Aaron is in the on-deck circle. And the ball is outside, and there's a throw down, and it will not be in time. And Chris will get to second. So Jack now with a runner in scoring position.
He's right there for you, Jack.
And Jack fouls that one straight back.
Fix that, Jack. Fix it. Just this, kid. Fix it.
Grabbed by one of the players for the next game. And 1-1 count according to the ump. Nice grab by the catcher. Ball 2.
Let's go, Jack.
And Jack gets underneath that one. He's going to hit that into, it's going to drop into no man's land, that deadly triangle. And we're going to get a crisscrossing the plate on Jack's single into no man's land in that deadly triangle out there in center.
Let's go, Small. Mom said, bring your ride home, kid.
And with Jack on first and a decent sized lead. Aaron got the bat on his shoulder. Now he's ready. Throw over. He's going to be safe. Swing and a miss. And Jackson safely out of second on defensive indifference. So Aaron's still looking to find his timing here. Oh, we call a foul ball? Because Jack went back, I guess. Yep, so it must have been a foul ball. The ball's high. Next pitch. Jack is off. Now there's a throw, and I think they got him. Yep. They called him safe. Oh, because the shortstop dropped the ball. So I don't know if it was on the transfer or what, but we got a drop ball, and Jack was out on the throw, but then the ball came out of the glove. Runner is safe, and we'll go back to Aaron with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, 2 down.
Good job, Aaron.
Suggested that Aaron do a job here. Let's see if he can do the job he needs to, which is to put the ball into the grass. And there's a fake throwback. And that's strike. Is that strike 3? No, strike 2. Not sure what happened there. I had 2 in my head, but okay. We'll see if we get the same fastball. And we balked. His shortstop said step off after 5 was in the motion. That didn't help him at all. And so Jack now will be at third. Earns that third base on the balk. We got a 2-2 count from the ump. And that ball bounces in for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down.
Walking and walking, kid.
And there's a ground ball right to the pitcher, and he's going to throw it to first. He throws himself a strike, and Aaron is out on a little infield grounder, 1-3 put out. But the Jackrabbits, I think, were able to score 1 or 2 that inning. And with that, we will go to the bottom of the 6th, and we'll see who's on the mound and what defensive setups were. I'm guessing Jack will be back on the mound. Jack's only thrown like 9 pitches. So looks like we got Joe going to first, and Ricardo, Jorge, and Gianni in the infield. Jack is going to giddy on up out to the mound. And we'll see Teddy back in left. I'm still missing some outfielders. Looks like Jabrell is moseying on out to right and Mason to center. So now I just need to know if Chris is our catcher or not. Chris is the catcher. So we'll have those setups defensively. And this absolutely will be it, because now we're at the run rule after 6. So not only has time happened, but run rule in the event that the Jackrabbits. Now, Jackrabbits have to keep the Rogue off the board, but a 9-0 lead after 6 would be enough to invoke the run rule. So Jackrabbits in a good place to be on this Tuesday night. Ball's in, coming down now. Just kidding. I heard yells for balls in, but what are we doing here, boys? Come on, we don't need all this. We know how to play. Now's the call. Balls in. Apologies.
Go work hard, Jackrabbit.
So just a quick reminder around the horn. We've got Joe at first, Ricardo, Jorge up the middle, and Gianni at third. Jack's back on the hill. Chris will be catching him. In right field, we've got Jabrell. In center, we've got Mason. And in left, we've got Teddy. Immediately following, there'll be one more league game, but not for your Jackrabbits. Your Jackrabbits are done and will be going home. They got school tomorrow. Jackrabbits again, 11 a.m. on Saturday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, as you know when we're playing in what I believe is called the Loveland Invitational. Swing and a miss, 62. That was a good first pitch. Number 7 now in for, or in the box for Rogue. Oh, there's a shot to Gianni, who doesn't even break a sweat, grabbing that ball out of the air, and will be 1 up, 1 down. Is that the second or the third pop-up line drive that Gianni's caught down there? And then steps number 22 for the Rogue. And a shot up the middle. Ricardo picks it up. He's going to throw it to first, and he's going to throw him way off the bag. And that'll be 1 on an error. So good stop by Ricardo up the middle, but you got to make the throw. And frustrated a little bit from Jack, who did exactly what he needed to do there. So let's see if they try to get the runner picked off there, number 22. In steps the next batter, I think it's 12. And we get not a very accurate throw there. 22 back, no problem. 22 is in the box.
Hey, Jack.
One down, runner on first. First pitch to 12 comes in way high. Ball 1.
Hey, focus batter.
All we need, we can easily trade a run for an out here. We just need 2 outs. Put this game in the win column. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. There's a throw. It's way to the shortstop side of the base. And number 22 got a good jump on that. He's going to take second base. Good job by him. Again, Jackrabbits can easily trade a run for an out. So all we got to do is make sure that Jack makes the pitches he needs to. And the 7:30 game behind us will obviously not start at 7:30. That ball's inside. So Jack trying to overthrow here. That ball was faster than he usually throws, but it wasn't as accurate. Just needs to throw to contact. Jackrabbits have been playing great defense tonight. In fact, I think Ricardo's throw might be the first error of the evening. Foul ball straight back. And that whacked my camera pretty good, didn't it? Let me go fix my camera. I managed to put that in a high traffic zone tonight for the camera, I guess. Next pitch. Ball low. Nice pitch though.
Right here, Jack. Go get him right here, kid.
And the key pitch here. And he's going to hit that ball. That ball off to the side, out of play. So Jack trying to mess with the timing of the batter there, which may have worked because he was behind it and fouled off to the right. And 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runner out at second still. Again, focus on the batter, get the out, even if you give up 90 feet to the runner out at second. Doesn't matter in the overall scheme of things. That ball is inside. So Jack now with 2 runners on, only 1 down.
Hey, roll it, roll it.
So the number 4 is the bottom of the order here for Rogue. So Jackrabbits in danger of rolling this over to the top of their lineup. There's a first pitch strike from Jack. We're used to getting him, but he didn't get him. Jack with a good move over there. But notice that Ricardo and Joe are holding the runner on, which means there's a huge hole on the right side for number 4. That ball gets past, and we're going to have the runner over there.
Look one, Chris.
And the runner's on the corners. Now for the Rogue. So Rogue not going down quietly here in the bottom of the 6th, threatening with a runner only 90 feet away. And number 4 now will be back in the box. That's a ball low.
Well, man. Come on, 1. Hey, focus in, 1.
So number 1 now on the mound. He's got to get himself in a good spot mentally so he can throw strikes here. And throwover's not in time. Mevo camera with the shotgun mic and the magnetic base. Much respect. And the next pitch. It's going to be away and get out of Chris's glove. And the runner at second, the runner at first will take second, no problem. And looks like the next game, can't wait to get going there. AV team is already setting up. I respect that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Jack will be able to go from the windup here. Ricardo sees that. He's going to retreat to his normal fielding position. And it's just going to be key for the infield just to keep the ball in front of them. Oh, ball 4. So I had my count off. Apologize. So base is loaded. Let's see if coach goes and has a conversation with him. And both coaches are going to have a conversation. Oh, no. Chris is going to have Coach Paul is going to have a conversation with Chris. Coach Hunter with Jack. Base is loaded now for Rogue with only 1 down. That's mine. Yeah. You're welcome to put it there, but it's going to go home with me. And number 18 will step in now with bases loaded. And we're playing corners in, middle infielders. It's the double play depth. So looks like they are going to bring the ball home if it's a ground ball to the corners. Swing and a miss by number 18. So Jack with first pitch fastball. And number 18 is the top of the order. So Rogue have exactly who they want up with this situation. It'll be on the Jackrabbits to make the plays and Jack to make the pitches. Speaking of which, that's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd actually feel bad if I took it home. A nice woman tried to put her stuff in my bag, or my cart. Her bag in my cart, and so having a little chuckle about that. And with that, we've got ball 2. Hopefully we can get 2 quick outs here so that Eric can get back up on the top of dugouts and grab the cameras. Again, huge thanks to him for doing that. That way you get the angles you're getting of first and third. And with 2 balls and 2 strikes now, Jack back in the position to get some, get the pitch he needs to throw here. Swing and a miss for a crucial second out. Now play at any base, so the easiest base for wherever the ball is hit. Number 5 will step in. So Jack at this point just throwing fastballs off the windup. We're not getting tricky, not trying to mess with timing. We're not throwing change-ups or curveballs. We're just throwing fastballs off the windup. And that 64-mile-an-hour ball is hit foul off the right side for strike 1. So Chris doing a good job behind the plate today. He's not Esai, but he definitely has done a decent job, a very serviceable job behind the plate today. And that ball is hit off to the right side, and it's going to fall fair with a bunch of English on it. It's going to score at least 1, going to score 2. And the runner stays out at second. So that was a single, 2-run single for the Rogue, number 5. So good swing there. So a 9-2 game now. So certainly not a brand new ball game, but certainly a ball game that is getting a lot more interesting. And Chris is going to have a quick conversation with Jack, with runners at first and second and 2 down. Not sure what we're talking about. We need to go home, boys. It's a Tuesday night. You've got school tomorrow. Come on. Come on. And there we go. So again, you still got a force play at first, second, or third. A ground ball should be a fairly easy out. Jack throwing fastballs. So pitching to contact here. Number 10 steps in. And they have a throw over, but at this point, Rogue have him figured out. And that wasn't anywhere close. So let's get done with that, and let's throw fastballs for strikes. Huge hole again on the right side with Ricardo and Joe holding the runners on. And the ground ball through the hole. Teddy will pick it up. Teddy with a good throw. Jack cuts it off. So now another single for Rogue, and we go back to bases loaded. So good play by Teddy in left field to get the ball where it needed to go. Everybody moved up, and number 23 will step in. Got the pink armband. He's got the blue Hype Fire on his shoulder. And here comes the ball, and the ball dies against the backstop. And Chris just going to eat it. So as I was saying, Chris has done a serviceable job behind the plate. That was a pitch he has to catch. And now Jack, who was cruising, looking now like he's got to get himself an out here. Got to get a pitch. So plays now only at 1. There's runners at second and third, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 64-mile-an-hour pitch. 23 didn't like that. Did a half swing. But Jack needed that strike badly. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is popped up to the left side. It's probably going to be out of play. And it is for strike 2. So maybe you have Jack throw the curve here. You normally wouldn't, but it's a lefty. He's been throwing nothing but fastballs. If Jack's curve is working, you probably call it here. Otherwise, maybe you just have him keep throwing fastballs and keep challenging the rogue to put the ball in play. That ball skips away off Chris's shin guard, and number 5 stays at third. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Jack from the windup, long pause. Here comes the pitch. Ball is outside. 64, he popped the glove, but it was 2 outside. Chris slid as well. It probably didn't help. He was trying to get his body in the way, but probably did not help frame it for the ump. So we got to bring the ball back inside. That ball is high, and 23 is going to throw the bat and get down to first, setting the bases loaded again. So played any plays. And number 8 will step in. So this is
Come on, Jack, the next team is play.
all right. Jack will be thrown here to the number 8 with the hype fire. And that ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Chris. You got Garrett still keeping the scoreboard with one hand while packing up with the other. I am duly impressed, as I haven't even started to pack up yet. Jack off the back of the mound trying to settle himself. Number 8 stepping out because Jack was taking too long. Infield has to knock the ball down here. And that ball's going to get away. And everybody's going to move up 90 feet. And ladies and gentlemen, this started to become a ball game.
Go strike, Jack.
Use your equipment.
So with a 2-1 count now, Jorge talking to Jack, giving him some sort of pep talk, I think. Next pitch comes in high. And Jack nowhere near the zone right now. Really struggling to find the zone. I don't know if you go to a different pitcher. Do you put Jorge in real quick? Jorge pitches to contact all the time. There's a strike. Nice pitch. So 3-1 now.
Right down Broadway.
There it is again, right down Colfax. 3-2. Jack's found the zone again. 2 straight strikes. Don't mess with it, Jack. Don't think too much. Just get up on the mound and fire. Payoff pitch. That ball's popped straight up. Jorge's going to grab it. And there he is. That ends the game. Rogue didn't go down quietly. They did a good job of sticking to their game plan. 9-4 is the victory for the Jackrabbits. Jack will get the save. Eastside, a well-deserved win. And all your Jackrabbits parents loading up quickly to get out of here. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We will be back Saturday at 11 Mountain Time for your Jackrabbits. On behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, Vamos Liebres. We will see you on Saturday.